So we hope you like the new field this year. It looks different, and it is different. We just want to do some demonstrations to make sure that you understand how different things are going to be this year. These two robots are not single robots. They're just boxes on wheels, but they'll help us get you started thinking about the challenge that you face. So Dean, what do you got?
So, Woody, as you said, this isn't street legal. In fact, we added some weights here just to make it a little closer to a real robot. Mostly it's here to demonstrate all the really cool new stuff they've got, like this C-Rio from National Instruments for the controller, and the Lunacy Microsystems Jaguar speed controllers. And hopefully this layout will give people a perspective on just how new and exciting everything's going to be this year.
Now, it's too big, so it's not going to be really legal. It's square.
Oh yeah, this thing is too big to pass inspection. It was built as a demo. We don't want to give people preconceived ideas on size and shape. We did, however, want to show all this really neat stuff, including this one's got 4 motors. It would really move if it had some friction.
Okay, so Dave, what have you got? Looks like the same basic robot made all out of kid parts, but only 2 motors. Is Dean going to clean your clock?
Well, we'll have to see what happens. Probably should have built this one myself rather than Dean do it for me, but given the drive ratios we've got in the kit of parts this year and what we're doing in the game, not sure that 2 motors versus 4 motors is going to give that much of an advantage. Well, after all, take a look at this.
Wow! The coefficient of friction is really low.
Physics are going to be really different this year in terms of how it affects the game. You just saw Woody demonstrate what happens with 5/6 of his weight removed and his ability to have traction. Combine that with a low coefficient of friction surface like the one we have in the game this year, it gives you about 1/6 of what you're used to, and all of a sudden you've got a great ability to simulate what it's like driving on the surface of the moon.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, show me what you got.
Hey, not much traction here. Can I use snow tires?
You have to use the kit wheel, and you can't put studs on them no matter how much it snows.
You can't push Woody, but let's see if you can do something that's more in your league.
Whoa! Is that a ramming violation?
No, not this year, Woody. The low friction surface combined with mandatory bumpers has really minimized the potential for damage. It's really going to make the rest job easy this year.
Awesome bumpers on both machines, though. What's in them?
Those 2-inch pool noodles that are covered with tough fabric, and the machines have to have bumpers 2/3 of the way around.
Okay, Woody, so what's next?
Let's wait.
Well, but how's that fair? I mean, he has 4 motors.
Let's find out. Aiden, you want to start them off?
Sure. Racers ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Wow, the physics is really different this year. Now, we're not trying to say that 2 motors are better than 4 or 4 better than 2. We just want to make sure that you understand that things are different this year.
Exactly, Woody. And to the new teams out there, think about a world of low friction. And to the returning teams, you better rethink the strategies that might have worked well in the past. But don't worry, you all have 6 weeks, starting right now.
Well, starting in about 10 minutes, but it really is a whole brand new design space. In fact, the veteran teams who are really well set in their ways probably have more to unlearn, and it's going to be tough for them.
So, enough about the physics. Let's see what this means about the way the game's played.
Well, I think I'm going to turn it over to an expert. Kate.
And Eric, you've got the con for ours.
So we have just 2 robots on the field, and we think that'll make it easy for us to demonstrate some of the things that are different about this year's game. We hope you'll think about these things carefully before you start building.
In fact, think 3 times, measure twice, cut once.
Or maybe it's just animate, animate, animate.
Okay, let's see what we got. Aiden, you got a bidding violation?
No, not this year, Woody. As a matter of fact, we don't expect very many penalties at all.
What keeps them from filling it right to the top?
Kate's got a big traction advantage. She's got her wheels on the carpet. Eric will never be able to hold it.
Okay, the story on the supercells, they were 15 points each, right?
Yep, 15 points. Each alliance starts with up to 4 empty cells in their outpost, and they can exchange them for supercells by getting them through their fuel ports.
So let's say in a max round, an alliance can get 120 points with their 62-point moon rock, and another 60 points if they get all 4 supercells?
Not exactly. The individual moon rocks and supercells are not assigned to a particular alliance. If you can manage to score all 120 rock and all 8 supercells, you'll have 360 points.
I get it. That would be quite a feat, but perhaps not the best strategy. It would cost you your empties and your supercells in the next match. It looks really tough to keep the trailer away from all 3 opposing shooters. With 6 robots in the field, there's going to be no place to hide.
It looks like moon rocks are coming from everywhere.
Each team gets 60 moon rocks at the start of the match. I'm glad we're not using real ones. It's hard enough just finding out one from the guys in Houston.
Hey, why aren't the mission specialists shooting supercells as soon as they get them?
Oh, Woody, they can't before the 20-second buzzer. If they do so, they'll get a double penalty. Anytime in the last 20 seconds of the round, the mission specialist can deploy their supercells.
Right, as long as it's an enabling empty cell on the outside hub.
What do the mission specialists do with these supercells now?
They use them just like moon rocks. They have to be in or hanging on a goal to count. Nice shot. That's good for 15 points.
There should be no reason to have any moon rocks left at the end. And with all 6 machines pulling goals, they should have plenty of targets.
Great job, everybody.